All right, a video on how to build an auto unfollow for Instagram. Just a heads up, if you go to the template library up here in the top right, we do have a template for auto unfollows. You can add this automation and test it, but again, it's always going to be better to build the automation manually through capture steps because every account can be different. We have for templates, we have done our best to account for all different types of accounts, but your account can be the outlier. So first thing I'm going to want to do is if I'm going to LinkedIn, oh sorry, not LinkedIn, Instagram. It's got LinkedIn on my mind. I've seen it here. And I'm going to first want to scrape all of my users on my follow my following. I want to scrape all those people. So what I'm going to do is I need to build a scraping tool to grab just the following. And I can do that from the automation, one of these automations here, one of these templates. Oh, we don't have sourcing in here. Okay. So first step I would want to do is build a scrape the following, who I'm following first, and paste that to a spreadsheet. Then, and I'll likely put together another tutorial video on how to do that. But then once those usernames are in a spreadsheet, then I can go in and build an auto unfollow. So this video is going to be for how to build an auto unfollow. Here's what it looks like. Click add new automation, click capture steps. And we'll go to Instagram.com. And I'm going to log in really quick. All right, I'm logged in now. Now what I want to do is get to any Instagram profile really, and I just need to capture the unfollow steps. So I can click not now to account for that. Let's unfollow this account. Actually, I don't want to unfollow that account. Hold on. My son plays basketball. I like to watch. I like to see that. I don't know this person that well, so I'll unfollow this account. Okay. I just need to get to this account and capture these steps, and then all these extra clicks here. What I'm going to do is delete them. So what I want to do is click the following, and what's different with auto follow is there's going to be one extra click here, which is unfollow, and that's really all I need. So I now have the capture steps. I've now captured the steps that I need for this automation, and I'm going to come in here and clean it up. So Instagram, I'm going to name it really quick. Auto follow. I have, so just to check this, I have click where to type in my username, click where to type in my password, log in. I always like to add a delay to let the site load. Quick delay here. I don't need the home steps, so these are a lot of the. This is a pop up, and not now. I'll keep this in here just in case we need it, but I'm going to select allow error on it just in case it doesn't pop up. It's not going to stop the automation. I don't need to go to this page. I also all right, so studying these, what I really need is I need the following button. Okay, so I just need these last two steps. I don't need all these other steps in here. So element clicked. I don't need to go to her page. Okay. So I have the skeleton of what I need, which is my login steps to get logged into Instagram. I get a slight delay. I'm going to add a navigate step here to navigate directly to that Instagram page. And then I don't need this element click. I need to click the following when it navigates to a new page and then unfollow. And I'm going to select allow error on these just to make sure it doesn't break if the follow button or for whatever reason doesn't pop up or there's a pop up. So Next step, what I want to do is connect the spreadsheet with my usernames. So let me find a good one here. I'll use this one here. Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to set up trigger, and I'm going to add the loop trigger because I'm going to loop through each row of usernames in my spreadsheet per run. Make sure to paste the URL and then select the worksheet that has all your usernames. And this is where it's going to ask you what row should you start on. It's going to start on row 3. So I have 2 header columns. And then I want it to loop through. This as a test, I'm going to have it loop through 5 people. Now, all these people don't follow me, or I don't follow all these people. I may or may not. But you can directly scrape who you're following, and that way you can unfollow the people that you want. That way you're actually getting to accounts that you want to unfollow. I can set up time constraints if I want to, and run this automatically from my computer. All right, so that trigger is set. I now have my sheets attached. Now that the Google Sheet is attached, I'm going to add a step. I'm going to add a navigate step, and need to add. Let's double check my sheet. So every time we go to a new page on Instagram, if you look here, it's always instagram.com/username. This one has, and the URL has following, but it's always instagram.com/username. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this URL in here. I have in my column A, I have the list of names. So all I need to do here is type in https www.instagram.com/and then @username. Now we'll always navigate to that person's page. So I'm gonna navigate there. I'm gonna add a delay. It's like to add delays after we navigate to new pages, let it load. And this is good to go, besides setting my loop. So I have all the steps I need. Now I have this looping through 5 different rows, right? So I don't want to start the loop. So every time it goes to a new page to unfollow somebody, I don't want to start the loop with the login steps. So the loop start after it sends the first, or after it executes the first unfollow, it's going to start with my navigate step. So I want it to loop through and repeat steps 8 through 11 5 times. So I'm going to change the loop start to 8 through 11. And so just to test this, I'm going to click play steps. And then if this is working well, what I'll do is schedule it and turn it on to run automatically. And so just as a reminder, this recognizes the recent login, so we're not having to type in the username and password again. So this is going to navigate through some of our login steps. And then once it hits step 8, then you'll see it navigate to a new page. Oh, it's pulling the first header, so it's going to loop. You'll see if it loops back to step 8, it'll go to the first contact. Cool. So click following. unfollow, looks good. Now, if this was for any reason it wasn't selecting the follow button and unfollow, then what I would just need to do is recapture steps to see if there's a better element. So if you notice when I was originally recording the automation and hovering over that follow button, um, it was there was a few different buttons I could have clicked, and so luckily the first time around it worked. So I don't follow this person. So I don't have this step captured in my automation, so it's not going to click it. It'll skip it and then loop to the next person. But this is enough for me to show me that it does work. And if for any reason it's failing or not unfollowing people successfully, I'll just recapture and then just see if I can get a better step. So that completes the automation of loop through 5.